The story begins and we see Xuntian continent's heavenly spiritual domain, Dongshin Kingdom. And today is the heavenly demonic sex empress wedding day. And the ceremony is about to start in some time. So everyone starts going inside the palace, and a lot of people gather inside the palace to see the wedding. And at this place comes a man, that is, Lin Xiaoyao. Its cultivation, Earth King realm. And its identity, Dongshin Kingdom's prince. And a servant is welcoming him, and he is saying, "Third prince, please take a seat at the VIP table." And as soon as the third prince goes inside the hall, people start talking after seeing him, and they all say, "That's Lin Xiaoyao, the third prince of the kingdom? He's so talented. I heard he is already a master of the Earth King realm at such a young age." And the other man says, compared to the Empress Immortal Emperor realm, it's still far behind. And the first man gets surprised and he says, "That's still better than Ningtian, the loser who has been working here for 3 years and it's still a 1-star warrior. I can't figure out why the Empress who has both beauty and power could choose him as her husband." And the other man says nervously, "Keep your voice down, you dare criticize the Empress' husband, do you want to die?" On the other hand, the heavenly demonic sect Empress residence. A groom, who is very sad, and is going to get married soon. And this is the main character of this manhwa. And his name is Ningtian, and Ningtian is saying, "I have never thought that I, Ningtian, would turn into a time traveler one day, and to travel to a cultivation world. But why am I still a 1-star warrior after working as a handyman for the sect for 3 years? Isn't that a complete waste? A loser like me is actually going to marry the Empress of the sect today. The outfit is quite stylish. Isn't that messed up?" Then someone knocks on the door, then she opens the door and comes inside. And a very beautiful girl comes to this place, who is Luo Wuqing. And Ningtian is going to get married to this girl, I mean Luo Wuqing. And this girl asks Ningtian, "Have you woken up?" And its cultivation, Immortal Emperor realm, and identity, Empress of the heavenly demonic sect. And Luo Wuqing tells Ningtian, "Then I will get straight to it. You have to understand that this wedding is just for show." And Ningtian gets shocked after hearing this from Luo Wuqing, and Luo Wuqing further says, "If you dare have any dirty thoughts about me, don't blame me for being cruel." And hearing this, Ningtian starts thinking, "Are you kidding me? I'm so miserable and even my marriage is a lie." And then Ningtian gets a notification from the system. And Ningtian's system has now been activated. And Ningtian's system is a shocking system. And Ningtian lowers his head, and he is thinking, "Great, with the system I can get rid of this horrible status, and change my destiny. System, explain to me how to use you." System, don't act dead and reply, "Okay?" System. But the system is not giving any reply to Ningtian, due to which Ningtian gets worried. And Luo Wuqing is asking Ningtian, "I will ask you again, did you hear me?" And Ningtian shouts to Luo Wuqing and says, "Shut up, I am busy here." And as soon as Luo Wuqing hears this, Ningtian is shouting at her. So Luo Wuqing gets very angry, and she releases her power. And a lot of spiritual energy is coming out from his body, seeing which Ningtian gets scared. And he starts thinking, "I am finished, I was so into it that I forgot she was here. If this woman wants to strangle me, it would be as easy as stepping on an ant." And Ningtian is very nervous and is about to say something to Luo Wuqing. But then Ningtian again hears the voice of the system, and the system says congratulations to Ningtian and tells Ningtian, "Congratulations to the host for completing your first shock. Your reward is an aura suppression skill." Aura suppression. Suppress the opponent, no aura can be used for 3 hours. And seeing the system notification, Ningtian is thinking, so this is how it works. Is this the reward for scolding her? Let's stay calm, we have a huge status gap, yet she wants to have a fake marriage with me. There must be something that she wants from me, so this woman would not kill me that easily before getting what she wants. I can definitely take advantage of this time to get more rewards. Then Ningtian stands up, and goes closer to Luo Wuqing. And placing his hand on her face then tells her, "I said I'm yours husband, do you have any objections to me talking to you like this?" And as soon as Ning Tian does this, Ning Tian gets a notification by the system. Congratulations to the host for completing an ordinary shock. Yours the reward is a Chi blood pill. Chi blood pill adjusts the meridians and restores the physique. And seeing this notification, Ning Tian thinks, it's exactly as I thought. I have to strike the iron while it's hot. Then Ning Tian says to Luo Wuqing, since we're husband and wife, shouldn't we do what couples do? And on hearing this from Ning Tian, Luo Wuqing gets more angry. Then she says, what did you say? And due to Luo Wuqing's anger, Ning Tian gets a notification from a system, congratulating the host for completing an intermediate shock. Chi blood pill was taken automatically, meridians repaired. Awakening of God rank, 10-fold cultivation. Currently absorbing 10 times the spiritual energy per second. Martial arts understanding increased by 10-fold. Cultivation skill progress speeds up by 10-fold, and Ning Tian's power is increasing very fast, and Ning Tian is thinking, so cool. I don't have to be trashed anymore. And Ning Tian is feeling the power increasing inside him. But then Luo Wuqing moves forward to attack Ning Tian, and she attacks Ning Tian, due to which Ning Tian gets hurt. And Luo Wuqing again moves to attack Ning Tian, and Luo Wuqing sits on Ning Tian, and Luo Wuqing is saying, tell me, how do you want to die? And Ning Tian is thinking, it looks like she will really do it. And Ning Tian says to the system, activate aura suppression. And as soon as Ning Tian uses the aura suppression skill, energy starts coming out from inside Ning Tian. And that energy starts suppressing Luo Wuqing's aura. And Luo Wuqing starts feeling that her aura is being suppressed, due to which Luo Wuqing's energy reduces. And she starts feeling weak, and starts falling down. And Ning Tian is watching all this, and Luo Wuqing falls on Ning Tian, and Ning Tian is thinking, I almost died. Fortunately, the rewards given by the system worked. We only have 3 hours. Even if I run, I won't be able to get far. When the time comes, I will die for sure. I have to fight. Then Ning Tian puts Luo Wuqing down, and Ning Tian comes on top of her. And Ning Tian holds Luo Wuqing tightly. And Luo Wuqing is unable to understand what Ning Tian wants to do with her. And Luo Wuqing is getting very angry, but she cannot do anything right now, because her aura has been suppressed by Ning Tian's skill. And Ning Tian is thinking while looking at Luo Wuqing, at least I could find some pleasure while being in danger. Let me give you another great shock. And Ning Tian takes off his clothes and throws them away, seeing which Luo Wuqing gets shocked. And because of this, Ning Tian again gets a notification from the system, you have shocked the Empress of the Heavenly Demonic Sect. And Luo Wuqing is getting angry, and she is also feeling pain. And the system sees many notifications to Ning Tian, but this thing has no meaning right now. Because a very exciting match is going on right now. And after 3 hours, Ning Tian has full fun with Luo Wuqing for 3 hours. And now he is standing near the window drinking tea, and he is saying, what is done, it's too late to kill me now, it won't help you. I am still useful to you anyways, right? And Luo Wuqing is lying on the bed, and she is wearing a bedsheet to cover her body. And she's thinking, I have to be patient. If I kill him now, I won't get the Heavenly Demonic Manual. There will be no way for the sect to rise again. Then Luo Wuqing starts getting up from the bed and wears her clothes, and she says to Ning Tian, come to the palace in the evening and the wedding ceremony will be held. And Ning Tian is shocked, and Luo Wuqing starts leaving this place now. And seeing him leaving, Ning Tian takes a sigh of relief and says, Sure. Enough, I am still useful to her. I'm really crazy to dare treat her like this. And then Ning Tian gets another notification from the system. Congratulations to the host completion of shocking the whole world. Your reward is 10 years of cultivation. And Ning Tian gets surprised after knowing this notification, and then a lot of energy starts going inside Ning Tian. And the system is telling Ning Tian, the host breaks through to the 2-star warrior realm. The host breaks through to the 3-star warrior realm. The host breaks through to the 4-star warrior realm. And Ning Tian's cultivation increases. And Ning Tian is thinking, a cultivation level that would take decades to achieve was actually achieved in a flash. My realm is increasing. And after an hour, the system tells Ningtian, the host breaks through to the 6-star Black Warrior realm. The attribute panel has been activated. The host can view his attributes in the panel. And hearing this, Ningtian is smiling and he is saying, my promotion is finally over. And the system panel appears in front of Ningtian. Host Ningtian. Strength, 6-star Black Warrior. Physique, godly physique. Skills, none. Cultivation methods, 10-fold cultivation. Martial arts comprehension, 10-fold comprehension. Aura absorption, 10-fold absorption. And Ningtian starts gathering energy within himself. Then Ningtian asks the system, godly physique? Explain that one, system. But the system does not give any reply to Ningtian. And Ningtian again calls the system and Ningtian does not get any reply back. Then Ningtian says, forget it if you won't answer. Anyways, now I have the means to counterattack in this world. No matter how useless I was become, I'm not going to be like that now. And Ningtian is happy seeing the spiritual energy. And now Ningtian starts leaving this place. And he is saying, so what if my wife is an empress? One day I will show them all. I, Ningtian, am also capable and strong enough to stand on top of the world. After this, evening, the heavenly demonic palace. Now Luo Wuqing has come inside the hall, and seeing Luo Wuqing, everyone is saying, here is the 8th generation leader of the heavenly demonic sect. Empress Luo Wuqing. Wow! Is this the pressure of a person in the immortal emperor realm? My legs are shaking. She is worthy of being an empress, she has both beauty and power. And looking at Luo Wuqing, the third prince is thinking, the empress is indeed worthy of her reputation, but it is a pity she is to be married to that person. And the man next to him says to the third prince, I heard that the prince was secretly admiring the empress for a long time. In my opinion, only you, the dignified third prince, is worthy of her. His name Kwang Shou literally means a wild beast. And Kwang Shou further says, if I were you, I would definitely not accept watching the empress marry that loser. And the third prince is getting angry after listening to Kwang Shou's words. Then he drinks the wine, then he says, how can I easily interfere in her affairs? And the third prince is thinking, but I really want to see what this loser who dares marry her looks like. After this, an old man says, the empress has arrived, now let's welcome the husband, Ningtian. A man is speaking about Ningtian. I heard the chosen husband is a low-level disciple of the sect. And the other man speaks about Ningtian. His cultivation level seems to be only a 1-star warrior. And the third man says, and apart from his looks, he has nothing else. And the old man is saying that he should come to this place quickly. And everyone starts talking, why has Ningtian not come yet? Seriously, he's such a loser, he dares to be late for the ceremony? But then Ningtian comes running to this place. And after coming inside, Ningtian says, no one told me this place would be tens of thousands of meters away from where I live. I ran like crazy. And Ningtian is thinking, fortunately, my cultivation has improved a lot. If it was still the same, I wouldn't be able to reach the palace even if I ran for a day. Then Ningtian apologizes to all of them. Then he says, sorry for being late. This is my first time getting married, so I have no experience, please forgive me. And as soon as everyone hears Ningtian's words, they all get shocked. And those people are thinking, please forgive me for getting married for the first time? This guy is so rude? I heard this guy is a handyman of the sect, so he really doesn't have any manners. And the third prince gets very angry after listening to Ningtian's words, and the third prince shouts at Ningtian and says, so reckless. You have made the empress wait for a long time in vain, and you dare give us that excuse? Then Ningtian looks back, and replies to the third prince, are you sick? What are you shouting about during our wedding? Don't delay us any longer, or we don't be able to go on with our wedding festivities again. And everyone gets shocked by Ningtian's answer, and they are saying, this guy still wants to be with her. Damn it, what a pity the empress has to be married to such a loser. That can't be true. I heard the empress doesn't approach men. This guy is so unrefined. Isn't he mad? Damn it. I feel a little envious of him. The system is giving many notifications to Ning Tian. You have shocked the third prince. You have shocked the holy maid of Tianqi. You have shocked the holy lord of light. You have shocked the leader of the Guangshou sect. To the shock of many powerful people, Ning Tian acquires a new skill, and the system tells Ning Tian, "Congratulations to the host for completing the shock of everyone present. You have obtained the Earth-level martial arts skill Heavenly Demonic Palm. Comprehension of martial arts is being increased by tenfold. Heavenly Demonic Palm comprehension complete. The skill has been acquired." Ning Tian has shocked many people, and Ning Tian is feeling happy, and he is thinking, sure enough, this wedding venue is a huge treasure trove. Even the Heavenly Demonic Palm was learned instantly. But the third prince is getting very angry, and he is thinking, why him? Is he more handsome than me? In terms of power, I can definitely crush him. I am the third prince of Dongxing. And third prince hits the table, and is getting very angry, and he is thinking, can I compare to an ant like a handyman? Then the third prince shouts to Ning Tian, you stop. Right there. I want to uphold the dignity of the Empress and challenge you to a duel. Do you assert? And as soon as everyone listens to third prince's words, they become more shocked. And a man is speaking in terms of power. The third prince is the most outstanding of the younger generation. He might be unwilling. And a woman says, also, who would think the Empress would choose someone so different from her? And the man says, an Earth King cultivator will crush a one-star warrior, hee. And the third prince points a finger towards Ning Tian, and says to Ning Tian, I won't bully you, loser. I can use only half of my power. If you are a man, accept the challenge. And Luo Wuqing is watching their fight, but he does not say anything. And at the same time, Guangshou is very happy. It seems that Guangshou's plan from the beginning was to create a mess in this wedding ceremony. And the third prince is smiling and thinking, even with half of his power, he will defeat this trash easily. As long as he agrees, I can use this to show off in front of the Empress. And some people are saying, this is the third prince. Even if he uses half of his power, he is still far superior to the average person. And the other man says happily, there will be a good show. And Ning Tian accepts the third prince's challenge. And Ning Tian is thinking, I can use this guy to shock the strong people here. And the third prince is saying, you don't seem to want to live. Even if I use half of my power, it's still enough to crush you. Let me see how virtuous you are to be worthy of her. And the third prince starts releasing energy. And after listening to the third prince, people around are saying, what the prince? It makes sense. The Empress should be with someone powerful like the prince. And Ning Tian comes in front of the third prince, and Ning Tian is smiling, and he is thinking, since you are looking for a fight, you can't blame me for this. Then Ning Tian says to the third prince, you are a guest from far away, so go first. But the third prince says, humph. If I made the first move, I would be laughed at by everyone. I'd better let you go first, loser. And the third prince is smiling after saying this. And Ning Tian is thinking, that's what I was waiting for. And Ning Tian says, then I will. And Ning Tian starts gathering energy in his hands, seeing which the third prince says, the stance is bad. And so is your aura. This move of yours. It's so laughable. And everyone is watching Ning Tian, and two of them are leaders. First man who is a heavenly demonic sect great elder. And the other man, the heavenly demonic sect second elder. And both of them are surprised when they listen to his words. And the first leader says, it's a pity the majesty of the sect that has been established over the years will be thrown away by that trash. Then the second leader says, this little handyman is so unstable, he fell into the trap of provocation in a few words. Why isn't the Empress taking action? This makes me so anxious. And Ning Tian creates a dragon from his aura. Then Ning Tian says, my palm's skill is really not that great. And quickly moves towards the third prince to attack him. And seeing Ning Tian's attack, the third prince is not bothered and is saying, ha! A bluff. It's not even a fart. With your level, the skill you can produce is not even. And Ning Tian attacks the third prince. And the name of Ning Tian's attack is Heavenly Demonic Palm. And as soon as Ning Tian's attack reaches the third prince, The power of the attack is very high, seeing which third prince gets shocked, and both the leaders also get shocked. And the first leader is saying, This is the heavenly demonic palm. And the second leader says he has this kind of skill. Seeing Ningtian's attack, the third prince is thinking, he is only a warrior. How can he master an earth-level skill? I must remove the seal. And as soon as the third prince tries to remove his seal, it doesn't work. And the third prince gets even more shocked after knowing this. And the third prince wonders who is suppressing his aura. Then he looks at Luo Wuqing, then he says, It's the Empress who is suppressing me. And Luo Wuqing is suppressing the third prince's aura with the help of her power. Due to which third prince is locked with chains. And due to which the third prince gets hit by Ningtian's attack, and he goes away and hits a pillar. And the third prince gets really hurt, and he thinks he is just trash, a handyman. Why can he defeat me? There is an uproar in the entire palace due to the third prince's defeat. And everyone is very shocked that how Ningtian has defeated the third prince. And those people are saying, this loser actually. What just happened? The prince actually lost? It looked like this piece of trash used the heavenly demonic palm. That is a martial arts skill of the heavenly demonic sect. How can this be? How did he learn it? The first leader and the second leader are extremely shocked, and the first leader says this. How can this be? And the second leader says this kid actually won? He didn't embarrass us? And Luo Wuqing is shocked to see Ningtian's power, and she is thinking, he actually is the key to the heavenly demonic manual? And in the afternoon, he dared to, could it have been him who caused my aura to disappear back then? Then Ningtian gets many notifications from the system, you have shocked the Empress. Series of shocks completed. The elders of the heavenly demonic sect have a consecutive shock. The Holy Son of Heaven's vault has been shocked. You have completed 3 consecutive shocks. And Ningtian is thinking, haha. This is the effect I wanted. Then the system tells Ningtian, you shocked the whole audience. Group destruction completed. And the system also gives a reward to Ningtian, and the system says, the host got the shocking achievement, shocking the whole audience. Your reward is a charming physique. Ningtian becomes happy after seeing the rewards of the system. Then the system tells, charming physique, infinite charm. It allows the host to charm everyone effortlessly. And Ningtian activates a charming physique, due to which all the girls are looking at Ningtian. And they all start talking about Ningtian. Suddenly he looks so handsome. My heart is beating fast. The skill of charming physique works on girls. And also charming physique works on men. And all the men are saying, ah, my heart is melting. Is this brother in need of a male cultivation partner? I love him so much, I really want him. Damn it, what is going on? And after listening to those people, Ningtian himself gets shocked, and Ningtian starts thinking, system, what are you doing? Now is my wedding, and Luo Wuqing is still watching from above. Then Ningtian starts looking at Luo Wuqing and says, why is she not responding? Could it be that my charm doesn't affect her? Then the third prince says to Ningtian, why, didn't everyone say you were trash? And hearing the third prince's words, Ningtian starts smiling, then answers him, I am, indeed trash. Hearing this kind of answer from Ningtian, more people get shocked and they start saying, what does he do? Mean, he thinks he is trash? Did this guy go crazy? Then Ningtian gives a speech to all of them. As a cultivator, you can't expect to achieve instant success if that's not trash. Then what is it? Hearing Ningtian's words, everyone becomes more shocked and starts saying, how difficult is it to reach the top in one step? How many people have been able to do this by now? And the other man says, according to you, we, the holy sons and princesses, are useless? And Ningtian further says how vast the world is, and how small people are. There must be people in this world who are so strong they can sky into the sky, escape from the earth, move mountains and seas and turn over clouds and rain. They can do anything. I would rather be able to recognize my place. But you are so arrogant with your small achievements. In my opinion, you are just self-proclaimed geniuses. And hearing this, The third prince gets very angry. And also the number of people there. All of them start bleeding from their mouths. When they all listen to Ning Tian. Then those people are saying, as long as you can't reach the sky in one step, you're useless. What a ruthless method! And the second leader says, the holy sons and princess are usually treated as geniuses. One word from this boy will break their hearts. They will get furious. He is just a small handyman. Why does he have the grace of a saint? Everyone is shocked to hear Ning Tian's words. And for a while there is silence at this place. After this the first leader says to Ning Tian, where did you learn the poem from? And the first leader is thinking, if he continues to talk, I am afraid the Tao hearts of the holy sons and princess will shatter. And Ning Tian tells the first leader, the Buddhist scripture pavilion. And Ning Tian is thinking, I can't tell them about the system. After listening to Ning Tian, the first leader says, the pavilion is indeed the sex. So how long did it take you to master it? And Ning Tian is about to say something but he stops. And first leaders are thinking that it would have taken at least a year to learn this skill. And he gets shocked thinking this. Because it takes at least several years to master it. But Ning Tian is thinking, if I say 1 minute, it would be too much. I'd better say a longer period. Then Ning Tian says to the first leader, a day, 1 day. All in 1 day. And hearing this, all the people inside the palace get shocked. Those people do not believe that anyone can learn that technique in 1 day. And a man is saying, no way, absolutely impossible. And Ning Tian is surprised to see the reaction of all of them, and he thinks, is it such a surprise? I even made it more than 1,000 times longer than it really is. And the leader while going to Ning Tian says to Ning Tian, it is very hard to practice this skill. Ordinary people may not be able to practice it successfully even after a whole lifetime. Even the very talented empress took 3 days, and you actually. Our sect finally has a disciple who is talented enough to rival the empress. And a man is saying, just a second ago, he said he could not reach the sky in 1 step, and didn't dare call himself a genius. But he has mastered a very hard skill in 1 day. And the other man says, he is simply a genius among geniuses. And then Ning Tian gets a notification from the system, you have shocked the elders of the heavenly demonic sect, you are rewarded with 1,000 aura cultivation. And seeing that notification Ning Tian is happy and he is thinking, a large amount of aura entered my body. And the first leader hugs Ning Tian while crying. And cryingly says to Ning Tian, these are just minor things, the major one can't be delayed. Then the first leader looks back and says, what are you doing? Then the man understands what the first leader said, and now the marriage begins. And now musical instruments also start playing, and everyone is very happy. And they all praise Ning Tian and Empress, and a man says to Ning Tian, a handsome man and a pretty woman, a match made in heaven. And Ning Tian is thinking after listening to her words, oh, I was trashed just now, but now we're a perfect match? Then now the wedding starts, and Ning Tian is thinking, it seems like no matter which world I am in, respecting the strong is true everywhere. And Luo Wuqing is thinking while looking at Ning Tian, I hope everything will. Just like the demon statue said, if I marry him, I can get the manual. A few months ago, the heavenly demonic sect back mountain Forbidden Region, evening. Forbidden Land. Luo Wuqing is going through a tunnel, and there is a demon statue in front of her, and Luo Wuqing is saying in front of the demon statue, if I marry this loser, you will give me the manual as promised. In half a year, the 5 emperors, 3 lords and 2 emperors will come beside our sect. Only by reaching the god realm can I be strong enough to fight them. If I want to break through, I must first have the path to becoming a god. It is said this can be obtained by practicing the manual. Thousands of years ago, by the sect's canon law, for the leader to obtain the manual, they had to marry someone with the godly physique. Even if he is a loser who can't cultivate, I will still marry him. I won't let the sect collapse. Ning Tian and Luo Wuqing get married now, but people around are still talking about Ning Tian. The empress is so insightful. That's right. I have been a fool. The more you look at him, the husband becomes more and more distinguished. In a few years, our sect will give birth to another powerful Emperor Realm cultivator. With his talent, he is definitely worthy of the Empress. Then we see Kwang Shou, who is thinking something, and he is saying, without further ado, I will report this to the Alliance leader. After this the scene shifts and we see Heavenly Spiritual Realm write out Alliance. And a man is drinking tea, and he's saying, Elders, the demon domain is going on a rampage these days, and the demons are left by that heavenly demonic sect. And 3 people are sitting at this place, and one of them says, about the female demon Luo Wu Qing's beheading, how are the plans going? And this old man's name is Emperor Xingtian. And its cultivation, Immortal Emperor Realm. Its identity, Leader of the Righteous Alliance. And we see 2 elders, and the first elder's name is Elder Xiu of Jianmei. And its cultivation, Celestial Realm. And its identity, Elder of Jianmei. And the name of the second elder is Elder Tianfeng. And its cultivation, Celestial Realm. And its identity, Elder of Heqi. The first elder is saying, everything is ready, we are just waiting for yours order. Elder Xiu of Jianmei cultivation, the female demon won't know what kind of drug is in the gourd, and the second elder says, she suddenly got married to a good-for-nothing handyman, so there is a lot of excitement in them sect today. Then the old man takes out the spiritual item, the psychic gem, and says, I have also heard about this, Kwang Shou also just contacted me, let's listen together. And because of the psychic gem, Kwang Shou is talking to the old man, and Kwang Shou is telling the old man, Leader, something huge happened. And the old man says, you are also a sect master, why are you so panicked? And Kwang Shou tells them, Luo Wu Qing deceived us all. The person she married is not a piece of trash, but a peerless genius. And as soon as they hear this, both the elders get shocked, and they both say, peerless genius? I know it wouldn't be that simple. And Kwang Shou further tells them all, the man's name is Ning Tian, he claims to be an useless handyman. I did what you asked and made Lin Xiaoyao have a duel with that loser. But who would have guessed he was not trash? He even defeated the prince with 1 palm. He learned the palm in 1 day, with 1 word he broke the hearts of everyone. And after knowing about Ning Tian, the first elder says, to achieve that is a legendary miracle, and the second elder says, Leader, this man must be taken seriously. Then the old man breaks the psychic gem, then he says, unexpectedly, that the girl has made a move. We must find out details about Ning Tian. The heavenly demonic sect must be eradicated or we will be in trouble. After this the scene shifts, the Empress' bedroom evening. And Luo Wu Qing was taking off her makeup, and Ning Tian was sitting quietly. And Ning Tian was thinking, everyone in the hall reacted to the godly physics, but she didn't at all. And just in front of Ning Tian is his beautiful wife, and Ning Tian is thinking, Ning Tian, wake up. I became her husband out of nowhere. If the system didn't come around, I don't know how miserable that would have been. Who knows how much she will visit me in the future. If I want to gain a foothold in this world, I have to use my power. System. Activate charming physique. While no one else is around, let me try to shock you again. Let's see if it's the same as during the day. Ning Tian goes to Luo Wu Qing and calls her, and Luo Wu Qing looks at Ning Tian in the mirror, and she says yes. And Ning Tian has turned on the charming physique, and he is speaking to Luo Wu Qing. A moment of a single spring night is worth thousands of pieces of gold. Should we do what we need to do? And Luo Wu Qing turns her head back and she says to Ning Tian, I know of your special physique. You can do this with some little girls, but you can't handle me. Ning Tian is thinking after listening to Luo Wu Qing. As expected of the Empress, her heart has reached an indestructible level. And Luo Wu Qing opens her clothes, seeing which Ning Tian gets shocked and starts blushing. And Luo Wu Qing turns back, and Ning Tian gets more shocked after seeing the sight in front. And Luo Wu Qing starts coming near him, and while passing by him says to him, you want to do it, but don't dare to. And Ning Tian turns back and says to Luo Wu Qing, who doesn't dare. And Luo Wu Qing shows her power and says, who else is here but you? And after listening to Luo Wu Qing's words, Ning Tian gets full enthusiasm and he says, for the sake of my dignity, I will prove myself right now. And then Luo Wuqing uses her power on Ningtian, due to which Ningtian stops at that place. And seeing that Luo Wuqing has used aura suppressed power on him, Ningtian asks her, "What did you to do me?" And Luo Wuqing says to Ningtian while sleeping, "Nothing, I just suppressed you with a little bit of aura. Tonight sleep standing up." And Ningtian's dreams are shattered after listening to Luo Wuqing's words. And Ningtian can only say this to Luo Wuqing, "Hey, let me go. We shouldn't compete like this. Let's fight on the bed with real swords and guns." And after this it becomes very late at night. But Ningtian is still standing and he is thinking, "It seems like she is not planning to let me go today. There's no way, the gap between us is too big. Let's just practice. Sooner or later, I will let you know that the world is big, the earth is big, but your husband is the biggest." And Ningtian starts doing cultivation while standing, and the system tells Ningtian, cultivation improvement increased by 3-fold. Next morning Ningtian comes out of his bedroom. And while taking air, he is saying, "Damn it, Luo Wuqing, that woman is so ruthless, she made me stand the whole night. I cultivated all night and reached 7-star Black Warrior, but it's still only an upgrade of 1 star, I'm not fast enough." And then Ningtian gets a notification from the system, the host can choose a place with abundant aura to cultivate. And seeing the notification Ningtian is saying, "Abundant aura? Based on my memories, I know of such a place." After this we are told, primary cultivation ground and all the aura of the heavenly demonic sect is gathered here. There is perfect feng shui. The disciples of the sect can accelerate their cultivation speed there. And many disciples are doing their cultivation at this place. And then we see Ningtian. He is also increasing his cultivation by sitting at this place. And when all the disciples see Ningtian, they all get shocked seeing Ningtian, and are saying about Ningtian, "Look, look, look, isn't that the Emperor's husband? That's right, it's him. He's the most popular person in the sect currently. Didn't they always say he's trash? Look how quickly he absorbs aura. He is clearly a cultivation genius, right?" And Ningtian is thinking while doing cultivation at this place, "I didn't expect the aura of the cultivation ground to be so abundant and pure, it's truly extraordinary." But Ningtian says sadly, "Still not fast enough." And as soon as Ningtian says this, all the disciples get shocked after hearing this from Ningtian, and they are saying, "Not fast enough?" The aura is slowly entering his body. Then Ningtian says, "Looks like I can only release my 10-fold cultivation power. 10-fold aura absorption is fully activated." And a golden aura is coming out from inside Ningtian, seeing which all the disciples get very shocked. They feel as if an earthquake is coming. And they are all saying, "He is absorbing the aura of the whole cultivation ground." And Ningtian is absorbing a lot of aura inside himself. And then Ningtian gets a new technique, and the system tells Ningtian, "You shocked a group of disciples, your reward is a black-ranked movement technique, Water Dragon Step." And the system tells Ningtian, currently cultivating the Water Dragon Step at 10-fold speed. Water Dragon Step successfully cultivated. And a lot of golden aura is emanating from Ningtian's body. And Ningtian is thinking, Water Dragon Step, sounds pretty good. With this movement technique, I will have no problems making my entry and exit. Now I have a lot of aura stored in my body, but without the addition of skills, my strength hasn't improved at all. Then Ningtian goes to a girl, and asks that girl, "Hello, may I ask where the techniques of the sect are located?" And that girl tells Ningtian, "Patriarch, they are at the scripture depository. Today is actually the day of opening." Yes, our heavenly demonic sect has a scripture depository, there are some techniques. And Ningtian thanks that girl. But then he notices something, and asks the girl, "What did you call me? Patriarch?" And Ningtian is thinking, I am still a young man in my early 20s, how can I be someone's patriarch? And the girl tells Ningtian, according to the sect's rules, the one who marries the empress is named the patriarch. And Ningtian smilingly says to that girl, "Patriarch sounds too old, I think my older brother is better." And I don't know what the girl feels after hearing this from Ningtian, that she starts enjoying it. And all the disciples start fainting after listening to Ningtian, or they don't know what is happening to them. And Ning Tian, while leaving that place, says, I won't disturb your cultivation training anymore, I'll take my leave. But all those disciples are saying, the aura has already been sucked dry by you, how can we train? And after this the scene shifts, heavenly demonic sect inside the scripture depository. And there is a very long line at this place, and Ning Tian asks the man in front of him, do you all want to enter the depository? Such a long queue, will it last until the horse of the month monkey year? The man tells Ning Tian, this depository is full of techniques and skills that successful leaders have searched for all their lives. It's not surprising there would be a queue for 3 days and 3 nights. And as soon as the man looks back, he gets shocked. Because behind that Ning Tian, patriarch, and seeing this, all the girls start going to Ning Tian and start praising him. And she starts calling him very handsome. And a girl says, I want to marry you. And also all the boys are shocked to see Ning Tian. And all those people are saying, he is indeed very charming. Not only did he marry the Empress, but he has also captured the hearts of many of the female disciples. And another man says, damn it, I wish I could have 1/10 of his charisma. And then someone comes to that place and he says, there's a lot of noise in front of the depository. Are there no rules? And this heavenly demonic sect elder Guyen happens, then the elders release their energy, due to which a pressure starts getting generated. Then the elder comes forward and says, he is known to be old-fashioned and strict. He was sent to the depository because he contradicted the Empress. And Ning Tian says, if he stares at you, you will definitely be left with nothing. And the elder's eyes become red in color, and start glowing. But then the elder bows down in front of Ning Tian, and says to Ning Tian, Guyen greets the patriarch. And Ning Tian is shocked to see the action of the elder, and the man behind him is also shocked, and he is saying, is he possessed by evil spirits? It's the first time I've seen him so respectful. And the other man says, the patriarch is now famous in the sect and his strength is unfathomable. It's normal for an elder Guyen to be impressed by him. Then the elder gives a token to Ning Tian, and tells Ning Tian, is the patriarch going to the depository? This is the key to access all the floors of the depository. The patriarch can view everything. And Ning Tian is looking at that token, and at the same time he is thinking, how can he be a strict one? He's handling things very well. And Ning Tian takes the token, then he says, I just need to hold on to this ancient plate. And the elder tells Ning Tian, yes, forgive me for my insolence, but the higher you go, the higher the level of the skills are. Correspondingly, the requirements for strength are also higher. I wonder which floor the patriarch will go to. Then as soon as the elder looks ahead, he sees that Ning Tian has disappeared from that place. And Ning Tian is moving very fast, and he says, of course, I want to go too. Then Ning Tian comes directly to the 5th floor. And seeing Ning Tian going to the 5th floor, people start talking, the 5th. I think in terms of strength, the 3rd is the patriarch's limit. Even the most outstanding disciples can only go to the 4th. Except for the Empress, the Great Elder and the Supreme Elder, no one else has been to the 5th floor, right? And the elders are thinking, he's worthy of being the patriarch who broke many Tao hearts with one word, he is indeed unfathomable. And Ning Tian opens the door, and while going ahead he is thinking, there is a mountain of aura in my body right now, so naturally I have to choose the best techniques. Black rank technique, star absorbing skill. Elementary earth rank techniques, thunderbolt technique, electricity mastery, spiritual vein opening, intermediate earth rank techniques, heavenly spirit skill, auxiliary aura absorption speed, appropriate skills for the opening of meridians that allow aura to flow. The more spiritual veins there are, the faster the aura flows, and so the strength increases. There's a mountain of aura in my body right now. Naturally, I have to choose the best technique. But these can only open up a dozen spiritual veins at most, it's far from enough. And then Ning Tian sees a technique, and Ning Tian takes that technique, and he is thinking, advanced earth rank technique, Demon King's technique? Then Ning Tian takes out that technique, and he uses his 10-fold comprehension power. And the system says to Ning Tian, 10-fold comprehension of the Demon King's technique. The host is comprehending the Demon King's technique, elementary level reached. The host is comprehending the Demon King's technique, level increased. The host is comprehending the Demon King's technique, pinnacle level reach, and that technique has gone inside Ning Tian. And also a notification comes to Ning Tian through the system. The host has fully comprehended the Demon King's technique, and a lot of aura is emanating from inside Ning Tian. Then a light starts shining on Ning Tian's forehead, and a very strong aura emanates from inside Ning Tian, which all the people outside can also feel. And those people are saying, "The Patriarch has found an amazing technique." And the other man says, "I wonder how much he can take on at once." And because of that token, the elder is talking to Ning Tian, and the elder is speaking to Ning Tian. Through the rules in the depository, the ancient plate allows the ones inside to communicate with the outside world. Patriarch, there was a sudden occurrence. I was worried if you encountered a problem. And Ning Tian tells the elder, "There's indeed a problem. Too few spiritual veins opened." And the elder says, "Patriarch, don't be too depressed. Usually, if you open more than 10, it's good." And a dangerous aura is coming out from inside Ning Tian, and he is saying, "There's still more than half of the aura left. But only 100 of them opened." And when the elder hears this, he is shocked and he says, "The limit of the Demon King's technique is 100 veins. Only a heavenly being can achieve this. And in only 30 minutes, this comprehension skill is so incredible." And due to the elder being shocked, Ning Tian gets a new technique, and the system tells Ning Tian, "You shocked Elder Gu Yen, your reward is a God rank technique. God's Record. Obtaining the God's Record lets you unlock the godly physique." And that technique comes in front of Ning Tian, and Ning Tian is shocked to see that technique, godly physique. And also, let's end today's video here. If you want to see its next part, please subscribe to my channel. And also, the more you press the like button on this video, I will upload the next part as soon as possible. Till then, bye. See you in the next video.